another flawless opening 10 minutes. A lot like the Melbourne start.
What an exciting 20 laps. And the best part is Max Verstappen still complains about the regulations. And so do Peter Windsor.
What did Peter Windsor say?
He says it's artificial racing.
Yeah.
It's not
a
true
news
passes.
saw. Yeah. To me, I was right and wrong. I said this is going to be much ado about nothing, all these changes. There's going to be some changes, but really it's going to be the same. It's going to be an exciting start, an exciting finish, and everything in the middle is going to be F1 racing.
Yeah, I mean, you have to respect the sport for what it is, Jason.
And I do.
Okay.
And I do because, and I think the FIA has forgotten this. Everybody has one of these. No one's watching anyway. When it gets boring, we're like, what's this? What's this shiny thing here? This is better than everything. This is better than everything.
I don't know if it's better than everything, but it's definitely there to satiate people's
more distraction. More
disinterest.
distracting than anything else.
And
the start, and you're like, oh, the start and the what did they call it? The yo-yo?
Well, that's what they're calling it.
What's wrong with the yo-yo? I love a yo-yo.
I mean, it was fun and it was exciting. They're gonna. Here's the thing: everyone needs to just take a big deep breath. They'll fine tune these regulations so it makes it a bit more authentic racing. No one can say it wasn't exciting. You can make the argument that they're just hitting a button, they have more power, and there's no skill in the passing. But that's a whole nother development of skill use of when and how. And that's why it was Charles Leclerc was amazing. He was, and so it was George. George is just, you know what? I got a faster car. I'll just be smart with the whole thing.
Yeah. The gamification of sport is going to continue. So it's only old people who don't know video games that are like, this is like a video game. Yeah, it's like a video game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're totally right. Everything is going towards the money, towards what is most popular. Porn, video games. What's the other one? What's the other one I was going to say? Premium. Everything's premium. You know, like you can't just buy an airplane ticket anymore. Upgrade after upgrade after fucking upgrade. Just like Formula One. We got to do, everything has to be new and shiny and fancy now.
Yeah. iOS 42.9 that doesn't work.
Yeah. Oh, here's a new one, a new update from Apple. We're going to set it out there. They don't even use the word beta anymore. All of their upgrades are beta.
We just live in beta.
We'll get the feedback from the suckers that pay $1,400 for this podcast machine.
Yeah, we're essential. We're suckers.
We're suckers.
We've been duped.
The game is rigged, and half of us are still thinking that we believe in something called free will.
Well, I've stumbled across another website where a guy on YouTube, probably AI, says 10 countries that'll pay you to move there and give you free land.
Where are we going now?
I don't know. Now? Some like remote island, 1,000 miles from Fiji.
Slovenia? I love Slovenia.
No, I don't think we should be too far east in Europe. I think Italy is as far east as I'll go.
Italy's a shithole, Milky.
What are you talking about?
Italy's a fascist, ass backwards mud bog. Mud bog isn't the right thing. What? Backwater. Backwater. It's insane there. They're insane.
What are you talking about? Give me some examples.
Okay, I've been watching shows on dictators and podcasts about dictators. So I am talking about when Mussolini was in charge, but still.
I mean, I think I don't think you should be comparing 19.
Okay, what about this? What about this? I saw half a Paolo Sorrentino film called, what was it called? It was about the Prime Minister in the 70s who was the prime minister 7 times in a row. And they called him the armadillo or something. He was a weird hunched nerd. And the way Italy works, it's bred in the bone. It's insane. Like the way the corruption is baked in, the religiosity is baked in. How are these
But
things
you can
good
make
for
that
you?
everything you're saying is applicable to Canada, to the
Not in
United
the same
States.
way. Not in the same way.
Well, maybe not in the same way, but it's applicable. You've
But
got
you're
tech.
going to
You
go
got
to
tech.
Italy and you're going to be like you're going to be visited by a guy who's going to be like,
No,
"You come to me on my daughter's
you're
wedding.
out of your mind.
You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding."
You're out of your mind.
Okay,
No,
what
here.
about just the red tape? What about just the red tape of moving there and living there?
Well, I mean, there's incentives. They're opening up the gateway for retirees to go there. So I think the pathway is a little simpler. I'm not saying their bureaucracy and maybe some of the stuff that you might need to get done when you're there is going to be frustrating. But it's the same here. I can't log into half of the government sites. There's no like let's someone came on. They're going to digitize ICBC somehow.
Yeah.
It's not going to make any difference.
Wouldn't you like to have that contract? Like, why
It's not
aren't we
going to make
doing
any difference.
something that makes money?
Like
Did you get a
us,
haircut? Did you get a haircut?
I did get a haircut, and
That
that
looks
cost
good.
me money.
And how
Cost me
much?
money.
How much was it?
$100.
$100.
Yeah,
No
and no
tip.
tip though. No tip
No tip.
because
You told me about this.
they
Living
bill
wage.
working wage.
How was your weekend?
My
Including,
weekend,
tell
you
me
know
about
what?
the
It was
race.
here. The weekend was out. You know what? And maybe it's because I needed a recharge. The weekend I didn't get a lot done, and I think it's because I there's been a lot of thinking and a lot of like frustration with certain things and positive things on the one side. So it's been a yin and yang. But I felt this weekend just felt like, oh, I think I'm a little bit brain dead. I'm just gonna yeah, I did a bit of work. I did dumb things. How
Like
was your
what?
weekend? You went up no, dumb things like I was playing with some of my music in Suno. I did go
Oh,
into Opus Clip and I was like futzing around, but I didn't really accomplish. I was just like, what does this do? What does that do? What does this do?
yeah. Yeah.
Um, what else? I did a bit of organizing. I had to do a show on Friday. Um, middle-aged boy band.
How
How
was
about
that?
you? What? It was a great show. I would just wish we'd sold the other 30, 40 tickets. But it's people had a blast. People love these shows. We just got to market, JB. Can someone make if AI is truly so great, if AI is truly this thing, surely I can get it to do all my marketing for me. There
I
must
know.
be a way. There
I
must
know.
be a way.
I know.
I,
It seems like AI is working really well with, or at least it garners headlines when it successfully blackmails someone. But they don't talk about when it successfully does something that you want it to do.
it's it's like I think right now, and I think this is, I mean, this is I'm a little bit bewildered because it feels like we're in this interesting transition of the hopefulness that AI is going to offer to make small businesses or even big businesses more efficient, and but it's not clear. And then with the flip side of that is, well, what does that mean if a bunch of people lose their jobs or aren't paid as much or work less or
Mhm,
whatever? Well, then they
mhm,
don't have money to spend.
mhm.
So then you're like, well, what does that mean? And then people are talking about like how AI is going to kill social media,
Okay, great.
um, because AI is going to make AI slop and and it's just people are going to stop. Like I find I go on, and then after a while, I'm like, I don't want to be on this anymore. It's all hooks,
Oh,
right?
really?
So yeah, so I think it's like maybe, and then how do you market? You go back to newspapers. Oh wait, there aren't any.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, is that
digital
a
local
business
papers,
opportunity? Is that a
maybe.
business opportunity? Let's get into the newspaper game, Milky.
Digital newspapers that were localized for, let's say, a small community in Northern Ontario. I don't know. Let's take, I don't know, Port Colborne or Parry Sound or something. Those got bought up by Bell Media, big tech giants, and then now it's just serving them, and now they don't serve actual local news.
Okay, so my weekend
Mhm.
included
Northern Ontario.
Northern Ontario, chanting, qigong, some schoolwork, writing, walking. It was real nice. Tarot cards, we got real
Oh, oh no,
warlocky up
JB.
there.
Tarot
Oh, I love
cards.
it.
Come
I love
on.
that shit.
Why? That's ridiculous.
I can tell by your tone that when you say why, you don't actually want to hear my side of the argument.
No, I'm just gonna say you're dumb.
We walked through the snow. We watched 5 movies. We broke bread. It was really
Who are
nice.
you with?
I was with Dave Carruthers and Motek.
Who's Motec?
Motek's a great guy. He's a friend of Dave's that I'm now a friend with.
Motec sounds like a database company.
Motek is Yiddish for sweetie. His parents called him Sweetie. His parents sounded like
Is he
real
soft?
characters.
Is he a soft,
He's
soft
soft.
person?
He's a soft. No, he's a soft. He's brilliant. But he's a teddy bear. He's a hairy Jewish teddy bear. So it was really fun. And we were reading about some early AI in the form of an automaton in the shape of a head made out of a special metal, 17th century, made by a German guy. Can't remember his name. Had it on the tip of my tongue. And
Hitler.
Thomas, 17th century, so a little bit before.
Hitler, senior.
So, and then Thomas Aquinas, who would later go on to become a saint, he went over to this guy's house and the automaton wouldn't stop talking.
Sounds like Hitler.
So he smashed it.
And that's what we did. I mean,
I thought, wow, that's an interesting story. There was AI in the 17th century, and then they went on to talk about how this German guy wasn't the only one making these. Talking heads. There was a number of people across Europe that was making animated talking heads made out of machinery in the 17th century, in the 1600s.
Who would have thought? You know what? Egyptians, aliens, they brought the technology.
You and I are like St. Thomas Aquinas. We're like, take the AI, smash it on the ground. Enough of this. Aren't we?
JB, yeah, we are. We are. Listen, it's also because we're older and we're tired.
Yeah.
You know, like, let's take Williams. They're not old. I mean, I guess they are old in terms of the F1 team history.
They're old.
They're overweight. And that's part of the reason why they're slow.
They're fat as fuck, Williams.
And so we're kind of
How did they have a car that's heavier this year than last?
Well, because it's all new regulations. So with how they have to build.
I want to know the specifics. Is it batteries? Batteries are heavy.
I'm not that guy.
Well, why don't you just make it up? No one's paying attention. You could just say, yeah, it's batteries.
Okay, sure. It's probably partly batteries. No, it's probably how they mount stuff. It's probably how they've built certain things. They probably had to make things stronger because they've gone for a more extreme wing or something like that. Their suspension. Yeah. I mean, I was thinking about it. Like, they got to lose weight to be faster. There's other things they have to do. And I was like, geez.
They got to get rid of Albon too.
Whoa. No way.
They got to get rid of Alex.
No. What are you talking about?
They got to get rid of him. He's gone by next year.
You're going for views. I like it. Go for it. Albon's fine. He's a very good racer.
That's what everyone said. But what has he done for you lately?
Well,
everybody likes him. Yeah, he's a nice guy, easy on the eyes. What has Albon done for you lately, Milky?
Well, he finished 12th. 2 points.
Not enough.
2 positions out of points.
Not enough.
First season. First race of the regular season with new regulations.
Who finished in 10th?
Pierre Gasly. Flavio Briatore, genius. Hey, he's just turned that team right around.
I don't think it's Flavio. It's not Flavio. He makes all the noise. He's not helping that team.
God,
he can barely talk.
What is with Formula One and old people?
It's the whole world.
We finally got rid of
the whole world.
Helmut Marko,
Formula One.
Helmut Marko. It's true. You're right. Helmut Marko left, In comes Flavio Briatore, and you're right. It is the whole world. Putin's old. Trump's old. Who
But
else
it's
is
just
old?
at the top. In the middle, they're like people that look like us, not interested anymore.
But technically, we're old.
Yeah, but we're not successful, so
Why aren't
it doesn't carry.
35-year-olds running the country?
That is a great question. Where
They
are the
have the longest.
35-year-olds?
They're going to be around longer.
They've got the young brains and the good skin. That's less important, but still.
Well, you know
Okay,
what?
so
They want to
you know
preserve
who
their
else
good.
did? You know
Go
who
ahead.
else did? You know who else did well? Aston Martin. I mean, compared to expectations, right?
Mhm.
Compared to
You
what
know,
we've seen so far,
you're right.
they
You're finding.
actually they showed up. They did how many laps? They did some laps. So I still don't count out Adrian Newey. You heard it here first. Adrian Newey and that team is going to be a going concern after in the summer, in July,
I mean,
June,
you're
June,
probably right.
June. Let's say
I
June.
mean,
Let's say
Lawrence
June.
Stroll will just go. What do we need to buy? Who do I do? Do I pay off the FIA?
I don't know if it's going to be that simple. I think he's already spent a shit ton of money. I don't think Aston Martin, the manufacturer, is doing very well. I saw them recently on a list of the top 3 cars not to buy again with the
Well, if that.
usual suspects, Land Rover and GM. Not a surprise, but I just wonder how his coffers are doing after you build a factory in a wind tunnel. Are you kidding me? Like they need some wins, and I think a lot of the pieces are in place. I think it just takes them a long time to get to work in the newiness to everything.
Oh, no pun intended. The newiness. I don't think you're incorrect. I think there will be times. It will be time, and it'll be sooner than we think that Aston Martin will perform. However, I do enjoy the disaster that is Aston Martin. I can't help it. It's a little.
No,
It's
it's
a
fun.
little
It's fun.
satisfying.
Yeah.
Everyone talked about how brilliant Adrian Newey is. He
Mhm.
comes over, builds basically
know
a hunk
some
of garbage.
some sleepless nights over there. You
Lawrence
could have
Stroll.
all the money, you could have all the whatever, the women, the job, the power, the everything. No one's sleeping over there.
No, there's no way. I bet you Fernando Alonso is breaking things.
Yeah.
He's breaking things.
No. Lance is breaking things.
You think so? I think Lance
Fernando's
doesn't care.
cool. Fernando's cool. Well, I just mean Lance was the one that threw his helmet last year
Oh, right.
in Bahrain testing,
Good memory.
and suddenly his hand was broken from tennis or mountain biking. Like, no, he punched a wall. He's a billionaire's son. They punch walls, don't they?
Yeah, that's what all billionaire sons do.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who did well is Arvid Lindblad. I think I said his name right.
Yeah.
He's
cool, man.
Did you see his
He's
interview?
a stud. No.
His post-race interview, eloquent, smart, confident. I'm like, just the way
He's
he
a
spoke, I'm
stud.
like, he's going to win races.
He's
And
a
you know what?
badass. I love his hair. He's
He
so
hasn't
cool.
won anything. Like hasn't won any championships. I don't think I should be careful, but he hasn't won any significant championships like F2 or F3. He hasn't won anything. And now he comes into Formula 1.
5 years
Bumps
from
wheels.
now, bumps wheels. 5 years from now, it's going to be the Max Lando thing is going to be Kimi Arvid.
Yeah.
And
God,
Kimi's
Kimi.
going to be Lando. Kimi's more of a Lando or a George, and Arvid Lingblad is going to be a Max.
Well, what do you think about Oscar Piastri? And as a psychotherapist or psychologist or whatever the hell you're trying to be, how do you think he's doing with his formation lap crash?
First of all, that's the way. Isn't that life right there? If you're going to shit the bed, you're going to do it in front of your hometown crowd in a race that's practically named after you. You got your own bleachers with your name. I mean,
he
isn't
literally
that
lives
just
like
the fucking
a
way?
kilometer away from the track or whatever. It's like,
If you ever, for a second, just sit back on your laurels and think, I got this. I got this figured out. Life will come along and stick a dildo up your ass
Mm.
and tell
I
you
was
to
gonna
like
say
it.
punch you in the nuts, but I think what you just explained, there might be
Yeah.
more. I think that's what happened to Oscar.
Yeah.
Someone left a dildo in the cockpit, and he got screwed over.
So many phallic references there. I think psychologically, he's going to have to dig deep. I think he also knows his post race interview was pretty Oscar-y.
Yeah.
So if that's like maybe crept up to like 50% mask and 50% the truth, then he's going to have to increase the embodiment of that truth, and the mask will decrease. I think Oscar being Oscar, he's happy there isn't much time before China
Oh,
because he
this is
won't have
perfect for
time
him.
to dwell on it. For other racers, like maybe a Lando, they would need more time to process that stuff. But Oscar's just going to put up a wall and move on. And the problem is, does that boundary become a barrier? And does he leave unresolved Melbourne and other issues, thinking
No.
that he's dealt with it by moving on? Sometimes you can move on and you haven't actually dealt with things, and they eventually, years later, creep up on you, and suddenly then you're punching walls and losing your mind because you didn't deal
Well,
with it back there. You were just like, I'm cool, I got this.
I think this is what I think about Oscar. I think actually he's gonna be very calm and cool in the next race. I think he's probably gonna perform well in the next race. I bet you he finishes ahead of Lando. Um, and I bet you that experience in like closely aligned to his, failure to win the world championship when he kind of lost the plot there in the bottom quarter of the F1 season. I think it's only going to make him stronger. I think like he just seems like that guy when something bad happens, it's okay, great. How do I motivate and be better? So I hope you're wrong. I hope that he's going to deal with it and he's no demons are going to come back and get him.
What happened though? Like, why did that happen all out of nowhere?
Well, the cars have they have a lot of power that can be deployed now. So the drivers are learning like he had probably cold tires. He was a little bit on the curb, and apparently when he went, he was in a lower gear, and then he went and applied power. He got an extra 100 kilojoules, so it's way more speed that he was anticipating to get. And so there
Oh,
was
so it was
probably a
operator error?
operator and potentially and mechanical of some sort of a combination of both. But also you got to remember like Kimi Antonelli crashed, and again I think it was like 50-50, and then
Mhm.
Max crashed. Now that was
Max crashed.
that was a technical thing, but these
Yeah.
cars like there's stuff going on, and the drivers are trying to I think you're going to see more of that in China. There'll still be some mistakes.
Okay, explain to me then what happened with Ferrari. Everybody called them not bringing in at least one car with the virtual safety car for a pit a mistake. What explain why that was a mistake?
Well, I mean, they did their formulations of whatever they thought how the race was going to unfold, and they include virtual cars. And they had come to the conclusion that on their tires and doing their strategy, that it didn't matter to pit. Now, like they didn't split the strategy. In other words, why didn't they bring Lewis or Charles in? Why didn't they try? Felt a little bit like McLaren in a way where McLaren doesn't do that because of, both the drivers are, number one drivers, so to speak.
Mhm.
So I do think that they were wrong because they should have split the strategy. Like it's the opening race of the season, right? You're not going to predict it exactly right, no matter how much data or formulations or simulations you've come up with.
Mhm.
You had an opportunity, go in, see what happens. It's the first race of the year. Now you have a guy who stays out, and you have a guy who goes in. You get all that data. I
I
don't know. So
see.
that was a mistake. So they should have
Right. Right.
pitted.
And people talk about how they should have gone in and changed some tires, and they didn't because that's a Ferrari thing to do. Like blowing the blowing of strategy. That's a classic Ferrari move. Is that right?
That's what they've been saying for years now. Yes,
Yeah.
it's true that they don't. They're not. This. They probably need George Russell, who seems to be very confident. Nope, I can do this.
Well, Lewis, I mean, Lewis isn't not confident.
No, but Lewis, he did say, why didn't one of us come in? He should have said, I'm coming in.
That's true.
Like, why did he go,
That's
I want to
true.
come in?
He did end up saying it later in the race. He's like,
What?
"I'm stay." I can't remember where exactly, but he was like, "I'm staying out."
Oh, because because he thought if he could build up a bit of a gap, and it almost worked. He probably would have passed Charles Leclerc with a
Mhm.
couple more race laps. So he wasn't wrong to do
Yeah,
that. He was correct. I
yeah.
mean, the thing that was kind of crazy about that race was Max started last. He made it all the way up to sixth,
Mhm,
and that's impressive. And imagine if he had started third or fourth. I believe he probably
mhm,
would have been a bit more of a menace with the Ferraris. Maybe not
mhm.
the Mercedes. Toto Wolff, and his shit-eating grin. Wow, he
Yeah.
is he is
That guy
happy.
is so successful, hey? Like,
He's a billionaire.
where
He's
he's a billionaire.
he came from nothing.
He came from a German nothing,
You want to do
Austrian
some
nothing.
you want to do some research on somebody because you like research. Take a
Research Toto. Let's do
research
Toto
Toto.
next time.
Yeah, do
Let's
that.
do
That'll be
Toto.
nice next week. It's it's incredible what he's done, and
He's
it makes me sad because
and he's not a
I haven't
dick.
done much.
I'd like for him to be a bit of a dick
No,
because
he
so
doesn't seem
far
like
he doesn't seem like a dick.
no.
No.
He seems like he's clearly done some dickish things. I mean, you
But
can't
what I'm
become
saying is you
a
can't be a billionaire without
yeah, but he's not an in your face like he's not like Christian Horner. Although is Christian Horner a dick? I don't know.
not really. He was just smug.
Yeah, right.
I
Like
mean, he was a dick if he was guilty of sexual harassment,
100% if that was true. Yeah.
but he bought his way out of that for £3 million.
Is that what I don't?
Out of
Is that what the
court
final?
settlement. Everything was dropped. She still works in Formula One. The complainant, is that what you call him?
I'm not sure.
She still works. So now she's got £3 million in her bank account. But she probably had to sign an NDA and stuff and say that he didn't do anything.
Right.
Gross.
Well, it's the world we live in.
Phil Collins.
Oh, right. How's that song go?
And this is the
The
world we
world we
live in.
live in. Oh,
Oh.
right.
Yeah.
We're not singers.
Yeah,
Can we go back
we
to
are.
Harvard?
We are
Can we go back to-
singers.
Well,
Especially
I mean,
you.
Yeah, but I'm not a Phil Collins singer. I mean, he's on another level.
You're not a Phil Collins drummer, but I'd say you're a Phil Collins singer.
Impossible. He's
No,
a good singer.
he's okay. Can you come up with lyrics, like Susudio? You didn't ever come up with a song called Susudio. That's what
I
you
mean,
or there's a woman
what does that even
living
mean?
in a box. I don't know. Remember the other one, living in a box? And then of course there's I can feel it
Yeah.
coming in the air. Oh long. Oh long. Like how many songs that you wrote have a lyric like oh long?
I don't know. Pardon me. This is what I do know, JP,
Yeah.
is that I think we're in for an exciting Formula One season because it's going to be oh long. It's 24 races. And that means you're going to have 24 times to say the beginning was exciting and the middle was boring and the end got a little exciting.
What are the new races? Is
Only
it Spain?
Madrid. It's
Madrid is the only one. So there's just one
Another
extra race.
Another street circuit.
You've got me totally turned against street circuits now.
I don't like them.
I
You can
get
have a
it.
few, but don't have lots.
All those square corners, it's so boring.
Yeah, it's terrible. Now, here's what I wanted to pick your brain. So we have the Saudi Grand Prix and the Bahrain Grand Prix coming up, and now there's a full-blown war happening.
Yeah, that's fun.
So they are talking about having to move those races.
Yeah.
Now, here's what I'm curious.
We're going back. Are we going back to the Netherlands?
Maybe, or Imola, right? Or even Portugal. There's a couple tracks right there they could bang out.
Oh, that'd be fun.
And Portimao track is amazing. Do you think the money that's involved? I want to let's assess this. The money that's involved with Formula One going to Saudi Arabia and Bahrain while there's a war, what wins? Safety? Because Iran's firing drones everywhere. Do you think they still? Could you imagine the Bahrain Grand Prix is going on and they're racing and then they're like, got to stop, drones are coming in?
Well, how far away is Bahrain from Iran? Do you know?
I don't know exactly, but it's they've already been struck once.
Really?
Yes, they're
how
tossing.
How far away is Bahrain from Iran?
Oh, it's pretty slow internet.
200 kilometers. Oh my God. They're fucking neighbors. I had no idea.
Saudi Arabia is even closer.
Jesus. Wait, Bahrain is an island.
Yeah, it's a tiny little rich place.
So it's just water. It's a
with
clear
a lot of slaves.
shot.
Yeah.
With a lot of slaves. We did this a couple episodes back. I forgot what Bahrain was. Jesus, 200 kilometers.
Right?
And Saudi Arabia is even closer. Yeah, they got to move it. They like to move it.
Do you think, though, that money and commercialism is going to outweigh a war?
For
do you think do you even
money
think
always wins?
Iran's like, guys, yeah, we're not firing any drones at the F1
No,
race.
they're going to move them. They're going to move them. I bet.
Think so?
Yeah, and they're going to make promises to Bahrain and Saudi about something, in the future. Like, well, Bahrain already has testing. Maybe they'll okay, you get F1's 80th anniversary, Riyadh. You get to have the party there. Because they can't risk losing how many paying customers over 2 races? A million? A million customers. 500,000 people regularly, 400,000 people regularly show up at an F1 weekend. They can't risk a million paying customers.
And that's never mind all the other
TV stuff. Yeah, they're going to move the circus. I also want to do an episode on the circus, on how they move, on all the jets and all the trucks, how they move F1 around the world. I got a lot of research to do. Milky,
Ted,
I got to make money one of these days. When is this going to start happening?
Another year. Another year we'll start making money. I mean, but we're controversial, JB. We're controversial.
Yeah,
we just talked about Bahrain having slaves.
Well, they have slaves, don't they? I mean, there's more slaves around the world than ever.
We might be saying facts, or we're not wrong when we say it, but people don't like it when you say it. That's the problem.
True. Which is weird because
just don't say it.
Because when they have all the power, can't you just be like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Say it.
We got slaves. Say whatever you want. Yeah, good point.
I'm still in charge. I have all the guns and all the money. I feel like Jeff Bezos is kind of like that. The way he laughs, he sounds like he sounds like a Dr. Evil.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard his laugh? And I think Jeff Bezos, you could just be an underling and say, you're a dick. And he'd be like, yeah, I am. Totally worked out for me.
Did you watch Netflix latest season, Drive to Survive?
No, I tried. But first of all, Will Buxton.
Yeah.
I'm like, aren't you in Indy?
Yeah.
Aren't you in IndyCar? What's your face doing on this show? And then they're like, and Alex Jakes is like, 6 rookies. What will happen this year? And if you're an F1 fan, it's just all old news, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's for the casual viewer. I mean, I watched it, but you second screen it for sure. If you're talking about, how phones are more entertaining or laptops where you can
You
send
watched the whole
emails.
thing?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
No.
Just put on in the background while I worked because that's how
It
good it was that I didn't need to pay attention to it.
Okay, this isn't a glowing recommendation. So far, I'm not in.
No, just put it on and do work. And there's a few things that are interesting about it, and that's
Can you
about it.
tell me
Like
about those few
well,
things?
when Flavio Briatore scolded Colapinto and Pierre Gasly, in it was great. That's
Was
a
it?
great clip. Yeah, yeah. Because I don't think that they were expecting Flavio to be so harsh, especially on Colapinto. It was great.
What did he say?
Colapinto's well, he just sort of said, "You're the problem." I mean, the car's the problem. He goes,
Really?
"You're also the problem." Oh yeah, it was great. But he did the way he said it. You have to watch it. I can't do a 73-year-old impression
Huh.
of a shrunken alcoholic brain.
You're about to move to Italy in the next 10 years, and you don't have an impression of a septuagenarian Italian man?
Well, I have that, but I don't have Flavio Briatore. And I'm going to apologize right away. I'm not saying Flavio's an alcoholic, but I'm just assuming that he's drank a lot of booze. So I would imagine his brain is not as good.
Okay.
I
Well,
just want
I
to get
think
that.
that's the pot calling the kettle black, Flavio. Blaming it on the two drivers, especially Colapinto. You made your bed. You signed him because of the 20 mil that came along with him, and now you're the problem. No, Flavio, you're the problem.
See, this is this
I
sort
think
of
it's time to
journal.
retire.
Well, yeah, this is the sort of journalism I'm talking about, JB.
Journalism. That's generous.
Yeah, it's opinionism is what it is.
Yeah.
But that's what journalism is.
Well, I mean, there is opinion, and then there is actual reportage, they call it.
True investigative reporting like you're going to do on the
Yeah.
logistics of Formula 1.
Yeah, totally. And what do you want to research? Or
Well,
do you want to hone our structure next?
we need to do some more honing of the structure for sure, but I'm not going to talk about that right now just because I do
Okay.
have something I would like to. Are you okay?
Yeah, sorry, go ahead. I'm
No.
reaching my nap time.
Well, this might be a part of the problem why you're not making money.
No, naps are good. They're good for productivity.
What time is it?
It's 1:30.
So you're going to take a nap for how long?
10 minutes. I
A
nap
10-minute
like a
nap.
motherfucker. Yeah. Takes me about 5 minutes to fall asleep. Then I sleep for 10 minutes. And then I wake up and I'm ready to go.
How many naps do you have in a day?
One.
That's all you need is a 10-minute nap.
That's it. And then I'm ready for part two.
I mean, this is probably going to make the clips.
Clips? What clips?
Yeah.
When are we ever going to clip it?
Hey, just calm down.
We need a Bahrainian slave to make us clips. Hey, surely we can no? Sure. And by that, I mean an AR agent to make our clips.
Right.
And to send them out. It's the sending out that's the hard part. Opus Clip already makes all the clips. They just kind of fuck it up a bit.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. That's why I was exploring it the other day and getting but you're right. We need someone else to do. We need the AI agents to be able to go, hey, do this, clip it, put it out to our socials, put in the proper, and that will happen. It has to happen. That's the whole point of it. But how come it hasn't happened yet? Like, why isn't it like I speak in, hey, ABCD, go Anthropic, go Chat GPT, do it, file my taxes.
Get milk bags out of debt.
Yes. Take my measly money in my account, turn it into $1 million.
Take my wife, please. I know they can't do it all yet.
Oh, JB. Well, listen, I mean, I don't want to end this early, but I think we have to.
I think we should.
Because
I've run out of things to say. We didn't prepare for this one.
Well, no, I love that you emailed me or texted me and were like, hey, should we do it? And I applaud you for that.
And we did it 15 minutes later.
Yeah, we just banged it out and we did it. And that's probably what we have to do. Consistency is the rule.
Okay. That's going to be another clip that I'm going to send personally to you.
Well, hang on. You were the one who went away this weekend.
Okay, all right. Did
And
we
it sounded
talk
like it
about
was
everything?
well, I mean, no, there was so much to talk about. There's so much happened in that Melbourne race. There's still more to talk about, JB.
Melbourne. But
There's so
we're
much.
gonna go.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I'm gonna have a nap.
did you watch the race?
I watched Race in 30. I was busy chanting and drumming.
What do you mean chanting and drumming? What is
I wasn't drumming. We were chanting and qigong. You
Can
start
you
the morning with
give me a
qigong.
chanting? Let me go.
Qigong is like you get your qi going, you do all the stuff, you do like salutations, you pray, and then chanting was what did it go? Nam yo ho ringo nam yo ho ringo nam yo ho ringo nam yo ho ringo. 10 minutes of that. And
So as long as
then
an app. So as long as an app.
qigong for 10 minutes, chanting for 10 minutes. Then we'd have some tea. Then we'd have breakfast. Then we'd write. Then we'd go for
What
a
did you write?
walk. Well, I couldn't write anything fun. I was just doing schoolwork.
Is that almost done?
December
How's it going?
2026. It's going well. I mean, I got a low mark, which kind of upset me because it was for a lab where I was playing the therapist, and I thought I nailed it, you know. And one of my lowest scores within that lab was for vocal tone,
Well,
and so
JB.
I'm just kind of am like vocal tone, like listen to this voice.
But is it vocal? Hang on. I mean,
Oh, is it right? A problem with tone? Do I sound disinterested or dismissive? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, as your friend and many other
Yeah.
friends might say, tonally sometimes your response is it's like, does JB care at all?
That reminds me of that photo that Christina sent last time you guys were in Toronto.
Oh boy, just
Can I
like
find it in a timely fashion?
so. What did they say exactly? They
That
said
was
like
it. That was
they
it.
just
The
said
feedback was very little.
no, but they say something about your tone, but then they don't give you an example.
Yeah. They said I got a 6 out of 10 on vocal tone. And then I got 7s on everything else. And they said ahead of time, everyone gets low marks on this first one. And I was like, why? Why 6 out of 10?
JB.
And
This is why you should be doing stand-up
backgrounds,
comedy.
links. I don't want links. I want the photos she sent me. Why did they change everything?
Watch your tone. Watch your tone.
You can't search. You can't search for photos on your messages anymore. There used to be a thing for media. Info, backgrounds, links.
This is riveting stuff, and this is going to make a clip when it actually happens. I love it.
Why the fuck isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. Your wife sent that to me. She was cracking up. She was like, look at how disgusted you are. Like that was that group photo. Like I was with all of my friends.
Having a good time.
Yeah, and this is my natural face.
You had a great night.
Yeah.
Everything.
And that's the best I could do.
Was
just not impressed.
Still not good enough. We could be on a boat in the Mediterranean off the island of Sardinia, eating the best food, the freshest fruits and vegetables, and you'd be like, yeah, I guess this is all right.
No, I know exactly what I'd say if I'm on a boat. I'd be like, when does the boat get back to dry land? I don't like this. Well, I feel hemmed in. Goodbye.
We're going to talk to you Thursday. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Should I check my cal? Friday, Henry Bryden goes to Japan for 10 days.
Oh, amazing.
Can you fucking believe it? I'm so nervous for him.
Who's he going with?
With his school.
That's incredible.
With milk bags.
Is that I'll double check my schedule, but that should be okay. Friday I drive to the island to do shows. So
Right on. Oh, I want an update next time on how's the comedy department going.
that's okay. Not great though. I mean, ticket sales are soft. So it's like it's
Yeah,
yeah, it's frustrating because I mean, ABBA just sold out though, so it's
yeah.
like it truly is.
Do you, I know we got to go, but when you get an ABBA, don't you want to put all of your energy towards that and less energy towards the ones that aren't winning?
Well, yeah, but I mean, also, ABBA might not do great in Red Deer. We don't know,
Oh my God, so many variables.
right? Like it's like, and also Port Moody. Here's the thing: Port Moody and Fort Langley are two markets that we've been to consistently. Like, and
Right.
now they're like, oh, the comedy department's coming,
Oh,
and
they
I think
know
that really
you.
helps, right? So, and then of
Yeah.
course, then there's the people who like ABBA. So
Yeah.
then you're like, great. But when you just show up like with you know once a year, let's say, and with a different show, people are like, who are these people? And they don't make the connection. You know, Did you freeze?
No, I didn't. I was just thinking about it. It goes back to what we were saying about Aston Martin. You can be Adrian Newey, you can be a billionaire, and it's still lifeful.
Yeah, things still
Stick a
like
dildo up your butt.
right. It's just like
Yeah.
so. I mean, I also think it's. I mean, I really do think that there's more people touring, and there's more competition, and there's more ways
Mhm,
to spend your money. And I
mhm,
mean, I'm feeling it. Like I'm like,
mhm.
where should I be spending my money? Because it's not like it's not like all these things are coming. Like I'm going to be good. It's like and I imagine people in Courtney, BC, would be feeling the same way. It's expensive there, and they probably work two jobs, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, you're right, you're right, you're right, and people need laughs, and you're bringing it. You're bringing the mirth.
yeah.
Keep going.
You know what? We need one of those billionaire philanthropists to like comedy and get behind
You're good.
comedy.
Yes, yes, there should be patrons of the arts. There used to be,
Mhm.
there still are, but not as many. You're gonna find that hit, Milky. You're gonna find it. It might be ABBA, it might not. You're gonna find it, and it's gonna to the moon. And then you're gonna have a whole bunch of other problems.
Well, here's a prediction: we're taking ABBA to Sydney. Okay,
Sydney,
so
Sydney, BC.
yeah, so Jones and I are like, feels like it should do really well there,
Yeah, a lot of old
right?
people,
Right. So let's see if that rings true in the fall.
old rich people.
Mhm. Now I don't know if ABBA would do well in Courtney, but maybe.
I
But
think
but
everybody knows. Everybody knows ABBA. Courtney has tons of money. There's a ton of mountain biking work from homers in Courtney Comox, aren't there?
I think there's more retirees there, so that's who you'd be like that have the money to spend on a $50 ticket or whatever, and so maybe
Right.
that's why ABBA does okay.
What
But
about maybe Qualicum or Parksville? Isn't Parksville the biggest?
no, but I don't think there's a proper theater in that area.
Oh, I see.
Like here's like an interesting thought when people build stuff.
Mhm.
They're like, let's build a 500 or 400 seat theater in Salmon Arm, in Courtney, or whatever, in these places. They get money from the government. They build these great things. Here's the problem is the rates to rent the facilities. And then, of course, that means you have to sell a certain number of tickets, means you have to spend a certain amount of money on marketing, that it makes it harder for small business promoters
Mhm.
to produce a show.
So what's the next one down? The next venue down? Do they
Well,
exist?
in some markets they do, and the pricing is right. And then you rent a place that has 185 seats. The rent is reasonable, and you don't have to spend as much. And now the risk is lower. But like it's kind of crazy that Chilliwack has like a 600 seat theater.
Yeah.
That's insane for that city. Like,
Why?
like because there's not enough people to sit, like 600 tickets. Like there's not enough
But
people
isn't
there
it the
to.
same as the Centennial in North Van with 700?
Yeah, but there's way more people in North Van, and even the Centennial Theater
Oh.
in North Van is too big.
Oh, I see.
So like for instance, let's say you sell 300 tickets in a theater the size of North Van Centennial. right? You will make a little bit of money, right? But the theater costs, bang, this much. It's the
Mm.
same as the Sid Williams. You know, that's why you have to. It's a shame that when they built these spaces, they didn't take into consideration who's actually going to rent them.
Well, I wonder why they built them so big. Was it
I don't know.
was it the one bridge rule?
What's that mean?
Well, like on the North Shore growing up, I was always told there's a one bridge rule. Like if you're gonna go more than one bridge away,
Oh,
it
right,
better be incredible.
right. I see what
Because
you're
a
saying.
bridge is a bottleneck, and it means you're gonna spend
Yeah.
hours getting out of here and getting home. So
Mhm.
I wonder if they were building things based on people's mobility. Maybe are people's mobility increased these days? I don't think so. I think their distraction is increased.
It's
Reasons to
what's
not live to leave the
yeah.
house.
Well, there's the West Van Theater. I don't know. I can't remember what it's called. You
K
probably know what it
Meek.
is. So you got
K
these
Meek.
two giant theaters
Yeah.
within 20 kilometers of each other.
Well, K Meek isn't giant. It's way smaller than Centennial.
Is it? I'll have to look
I
into
think
that.
so. Yeah.
You know,
But you're right, it's still, I don't know, 300, 400.
it's just like it's interesting. Like it's like
But
who
where
is it
where
being
are the
built for?
black boxes that, like, can't you guys do 100 seaters? Aren't there 100 seats around where you could go in, clean up, sell out?
Well, I mean, we'll try the presentation house, I think, sometimes and like that. But again, there's not lots. Like Victoria is a great example. Like I thought I found one, but it turns out it's way smaller. So it's like to go all the way over there for, you want to at least have the opportunity to sell maybe 200 tickets,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
So like yeah, it's interesting. And there's no subsidies for, I mean, I remember the former executive director or the manager of the Chilliwack Theater way back when, and he said when COVID happened, all the theaters made money
Right.
because they got money from the government and they didn't
Yeah.
have to do anything. The moment they tried producing shows and providing entertainment and spending money, they lose
Yeah.
money. And even with people like me renting in their facilities who now take on the risk of losing money, they still don't make money.
The first way is the way art should work. Having art around for people is essential. It should be taxpayer dollars that fund it. It shouldn't be art shouldn't have to use the same yardstick as the financial world. It's bonkers.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead
Well, I
and
mean,
leave. Why does oil and gas get all these subsidies?
I know exactly. It's
What
it's
what, what about art? Do you need
yeah.
people need art or they turn into monsters?
Like
And the evidence is everywhere.
we're a designated business in the arts. We can prove that we're in the arts. We should get way larger tax concessions. But
You should be getting paid. I think you should be you should have a
well, at least give me massive tax. Like
yeah,
when we rent a theater, right? We just spend a bunch of money, and now that theater is paying people to be there, and
yeah,
we're providing something for the community. So then if I spend $80,000 on theater rentals in BC or whatever the number is, that should be a thank you. You should
yeah.
thank me.
Just become a realtor, Miltbags.
Is that really the way to go, JB? There's all these
It
condos going
was.
up here.
It was until recently. But you're right. It was when realtors took 5%. God, that was good money.
I'm gonna send you the YouTube link to Faraway Islands where you just disconnect completely from society.
Oh my God, it sounds like a nightmare. I don't like islands. We already talked
Re-
about this.
Oh, right. So that's why you need to live on like
I need a
Spain or
mainland.
Italy. You need mainland to get in. Okay.
Yeah, I would love Spain or Italy. I would love it. I'm not going to go there and buy and live there forever. I'm
No,
going
you
to
rent
dip my
first.
toe in.
Rent.
I'm going to see what you guys are doing. I'm going to come a few months after you guys, and then you can tell me, JB, you were right. These people are maniacs, and now Miltbags is working for the mafia. You're going to
JB,
become a hitman. The funny hitman. It's got a real ring to it. The funny hitman. Miltbags.
I mean, I don't have it in me to hurt anybody, JB.
You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding.
You need to shave?
I do.
All right, bye-bye.
Rock and roll.